Can you solve all these enzyme kinetics questions? A biological catalyst.
Great thinking. Enzyme is the right choice.
What does stand for?
Right choice. Substrate concentration is the best answer.
Su2 plus an enzyme is called.
Good thinking. Prosthetic group is the right answer.
Competitive inhibitors bind to.
Smart move. Free enzyme is an accurate answer.
A common measure of activity is.
Nice selection. Turnover number is the correct and valid answer.
Non-protein component of an enzyme.
Bravo. Cofactor is the answer.
Sensitivity of enzyme is associated with.
You're right. Denaturation is the correct answer.
What is the Haynes-Wolff method used for?
Well picked. Linearizing the Michaelis-Menten equation is the correct answer.
Confinement of enzyme movement is known as. Valid point. Immobilization is true.
This factor does not affect enzyme rate. Nice work. You chose buffer and it is correct. Region on enzyme where catalytic reaction occurs. Nicely done. Active site is a solid answer. Optimum fast range for effective enzyme activity is. Correct response. 5.5, 7.5 is the most accurate answer.
What is the purpose of lumping in chemical kinetics?
You got it. Your choice. To simplify the analysis is right.
At low substrate concentrations, the reaction follows.
On track. First order kinetics is the correct answer.
If the temperature is dash, the enzyme can be denatured.
Excellent choice. Too high is the right answer.
Insoluble support medium for confining enzyme movement is.
Well done. Carrier is the right choice. Enzyme molecule contains a special pocket or cleft called as. Strong choice. Active site is the right answer.
Weak binding interaction of enzyme and substrates indicates dash Ka-emid value.
Smart pick. Large is the correct choice.
Dash temperature, warming, usually increases the rate of the enzyme catalyzed.
Excellent. Low temperature is a brilliant choice.
What do you call the substrate concentration at which the reaction rate is half of Vmax?
Great job. Michaelis-Menten constant is the accurate answer.
Which of the following factors does not affect the shape of the active site of an enzyme?
Well, sharp thinking. A drop in temperature is the right choice.
A digestive enzyme that is most active in the stomach is likely to have an optimum FAF close to.
You chose 2, and it is correct.
Which value is a constant in Michaelis-Menten kinetics for a specific enzyme for its substrate?
Good job. Your answer chem works well here.
What is the effect of relative concentrations of multiple substrates on the overall kinetics of a system?
Well reasoned. Significant effect is the correct choice. Which domain of an enzyme is non-protein? Exactly. Cofactor makes sense and it is right choice.
The molecule an enzyme is working on is called the.
Clear logic. Your choice substrate is sound and 100% true. At high temperatures, enzyme activity declines because of...
Correct. Denaturation is the right answer. The current model of enzyme action is referred to as the perfect. Induced fit model is the correct choice.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? Or
Solid response. Contact Narayan Changder is a valid choice.